हाँ सर बोला ना. Okay, all of you try to do the settings, units, limits, then set this status bar. Who is that admin? Please just remove your rename your name with the application ID. Sir, I want to know about limits tool. Even though we enter the limits, the area outside the limit is visible and we can also draw it. Yes, sir, you can draw outside limit as well, but while printing you will get the benefits of limits, and I will show other benefit of the limit in the coming session. So please wait. Because this is the introduction to the user interface, so we can explain the initial commands only. So about the applications and all we will do in next session. It can't show lower corner in my PC. To show the inputs you have to switch on, Mahesh, just switch on this dynamic input mode, then you will get this lower corner and all. Switch on the dynamic input, and then type limits. Okay, just switch on this option dynamic input, and try to type limits without clicking. Okay, don't click on the screen, just move the cursor in between screen and type limits. Then you will get the this lower left corner 0 tab 0. To move into the another tab you have to press tab key, then press enter, then upper right corner 400 tab 400. Okay, this is the limit commands. Any doubt? Others, have you done with the basic settings? Who is this admin? Please rename your name from the Zoom. Just click on this more option and rename it. Okay, otherwise I will remove you from this meeting. Please rename your name with the enrollment ID immediately, or you can send me the name in chat box. I will change the name. Is lim max and limits same thing? No, sir. The lim max and limits is not same. Lim max is the select maximum window, and limits set the window according to our reference points. What is the setting in 2D wireframe? There is no need to change the 2D wireframe setting. This required for 2D structures. Okay, I have just shown other options. What is Cosmos? Where you got the option Cosmos? I'm not getting the gizmos. Okay. I'll explain you later. You are having your ID in your mail. I have sent enrollment IDs to all of you. So admin, please reply or I will remove you. Just last warning to you. Just send me the name in chat box or rename yourself. Okay, okay. Gizmos option. Move gizmo, rotate gizmo. That okay. Have you done with the all settings, the basic settings? Can I start with the other commands? Uh, I'm not using architectural units because this is not the session for architecture engineer. Uh, the engineering students from the civil and mechanical are there, and I'm also from the mechanical background. So we generally use the millimeters units. So I'm using that millimeter. If the anyone is there from architecture, then you can use that architectural units. I have shown you have to select how to select the units from the architecture. If you are you want to use it in inches, then you can select inches as well. Okay, limits you are getting. Yeah, I will explain the limits command when I will start with the new drawing. I will use that limit again. So just wait for the next command. And others, please don't make the symbols and lines on the screen. It is recording, and for your convenience, I am going to send these recordings to you. So it will get the disturbance in screen. So please don't do that. Yeah, in architectural units, you can use same commands. Only the drawing units are different. Suppose I am going to draw the line of 100 mm, right? So, and there may be some different templates or palettes will be there in architectural. Nothing else. You can use this. Why dynamic input is hidden on my screen? just click on this customization. Okay, just click on the customization and select this dynamic input. You will get this dynamic input option on the status bar, and click on that dynamic input. Then you will be able to on this dynamic input you will get blue color. Then this switch will be on. Got it? 133. So we will move further. Okay, now we have to see the mouse buttons, how we can use the mouse buttons. So the left click is to select. Suppose I have to select any entity. Entity means the command. Okay, so whenever I use entity, it is for the command. So I have to use the entity. I have to select the entity or command. I have to left click on that icon. I can select by using the left click of the mouse button. Then right click. Suppose I have drawn anything. Okay, and I have to see the properties of that. Select that line. Now I have drawn the line command. By using line, I have drawn the line, and I have see the properties of that line, or I have to use the more functions on this line. Then I have to select the line and right click. Okay, then you will get the first option, that is repeat line. You can use previous command by using right click. You can select the recent inputs as well. Then there is clipboard, isolate option is there. Then erase, move, copy, these are the modify commands you will get in the list. Okay, then quick calculations are there, and the main option is there, that is properties. You can see the properties of that line by right clicking and by selecting this properties option. Okay, after selection of the properties you will get the list of properties of that line. Okay, so these are the properties. First one, general properties. For any drawing this is applicable, for line or of any type of the drawing, these properties are applicable. The general properties are there: color, layers, line type. Okay, line type, scale is there, plot style, line weight. These are the general properties which we set in the layers. Then visualization, 3D visualization is there. Then geometry. Okay, in the geometry it shows the start point of the x-axis. Okay, from the x it shows the coordinate system of this starting point. We have started from this point to end point of this. Okay, we have drawn the random line. So you will get the properties of that line. It shows the x coordinate of first point, that is 1.9854, y coordinate of this first point. Then z is 0 because we are not using 3D modeling, so z 0. We are drawing in the xy plane only, that is top view. Then endpoints, x coordinate, endpoints, y coordinate, it shows. Then it shows the length of that line. Okay, and at which angle that line is drawn, it also shows. These are the properties regarding this line. You can see the properties of this line, and this property on the questions on this property may ask on the in the exam of professional certifications. So these properties are important. We can see the properties. We can change this line type scales as well. We'll see in the drawings how we can change the scaling and all. So close this properties window. Okay, now I have shown left click, right click, use. Now we have third mouse button, that is scroll button. Okay, so use of the scroll: forward scroll, zoom in; reverse scroll, zoom out. Okay, I will draw the rectangle and it will be easy to understand whenever drawing is there. Okay, I have drawn the rectangle of random dimensions. So the scroll button use: forward, zoom out, sorry, zoom in; and reverse, zoom out. Okay, now this rectangle is very small and I have to make it fit to screen, or it should be on whole screen. So I will use double click on the scroll. Okay, just double click on the scroll button, then you will get your drawing fit to the screen. Then little bit zoom out you have to do. Okay, this is the use of scroll button: zoom in, zoom out, and fit to screen. Okay, I will delete this drawing, select drawing and delete it. Okay, so now double click on scroll without any drawing. Then whatever working space, working area we have defined by using limit commands, that will be fit to the screen. It means this green line, gridded line, will be on the 30% from the right side of this user coordinate system. Okay, and it shows that you have used fit to screen by using double click on scroll. So this is the benefit of defining limits. Sometime what happens, without limit you draw the 100 mm line. Okay, 100 mm line you draw, then it may go outside of the working area like this. uh, it may be like this. So to avoid this we can use limits. This is the use of limits. Just double click on the scroll and whatever area we have specified, that will be on the screen. That is the only use. You can draw outside that limit as well. And at the time of printing you will get the benefits of the limits. Okay, now we will see the selection methods. Okay, I have drawn one rectangle, I have drawn this section, and I will draw one of the circle. Okay, now there are different selection methods of the object. The first method is by clicking on that particular entity. By left clicking we can select entities. Okay, this is the one of the selection method. Now second selection method is left to right. Just left click on this top corner and drag over the drawing. Now you can see the blue cover of selection that shows entities which are fully covered, that are selected. Okay, whatever entities are fully covered, that are selected. Only rectangle is not selected because it was not fully covered. Okay, this is left to right. Then right to left method is there. Just click on right corner of the drawing, upper right corner, drag over the drawing. Okay, now you can see I have selected some of portion of that entity. For circle I have selected the quarter part. For rectangle also I have selected some part. For this line also I have selected some part. If this green cover goes on some part of that entity, then that entity will be selected. This is the use of right to left selection. And another method, that is random selection. you can just keep left click and just drag over the drawing and cover whole entity to the whatever entity you have to select. So the only entity fully covered was this line, so that line is selected. And for right to left also you can use random selection by left clicking, just like this you can select random selection. Okay, these are the selection methods. Just all of you try to do the settings, these basic settings, and try to selection methods. Okay, just remember this selection methods, and three mouse buttons I have told you. You can note down the three mouse buttons and its uses. Highlight the all settings. Okay, from the starting we have set units from the main icon, uh, that is drawing utilities. We have to select drawing utilities and units. Then we have to set insertion scale as in millimeters, as we have seen. Then we have saved our file, right? Then we have set all these options like grid mode on, then dynamic input on, ortho mode on to draw the straight lines. Then we have to keep this object snap tracking on. Object snap we have to keep on, and just check all the object snaps selected or not. Okay, this all should be selected except this nearest option. Then we have to check this annotation scale, that is 1:1. Okay, initially it maybe looks like difficult to use this software, but whenever you do the practice, it will looks like a simple sketching software. Okay, or what we draw with the pencil, like that you will feel. Just initially little bit looks like difficult to use. So we at the end you will say, sir, now today you looks like that conventional drawing is better than this. But at the end of this session, at last day, you will say, sir, software is very simple than that conventional drawings. Okay, there are 10 minutes. We will see some draw commands. We have done with all the settings. Then at the last, I will keep one quiz, and in between we will solve the doubts. Okay. So we'll start with the commands. Okay, we will complete 2 to 3 commands in 9 minutes. Okay, first command is line command. So to use this line command, select the icon of line from the ribbon. Okay, select the line. Now AutoCAD is asking to specify the first point. you can use the coordinate system as well. Suppose you have to start from the 100 coordinate. Suppose we have selected the sheet of 200 by 200 and I have to start from the center of that sheet, then you can use the coordinate system 100 tab 100. I have specified the first point coordinates x and y, enter. Then this point line will start from the coordinate of 100 point. Then I have to draw the horizontal line of 100 mm. So I will specify the 100 mm distance and press enter. Press escape to come out from the command. Okay, to come out from any command or to cancel any command, you can press escape button of the keyboard. Okay, now the line looks like very small, so double click on scroll and zoom out. You will get the proper line. Okay, now this coordinate is 100 100, and now this will be the x coordinate will be the 300 and y coordinate will be the 100, sorry, 200 and 100. Like this you can use line command. Then by using line, how to create object. So select again line command. I will specify any random point. So I will make a rectangle by using line command 100 by 50 rectangle. So I have specified this point. Drag towards right, specify 100 mm length, drag upward, specify 50 mm, drag towards left, again length we have to specify, drag down and close this at end point. Okay, so simple. By using line command I have created a rectangle of 100 by 50. Now again there is one another command, that is polyline. So I will select the polyline. I will explain about the polyline afterward. So I will try to draw similar rectangle by using polyline. So I will specify the 100 mm horizontal, 50 mm vertical, then 100 mm towards left, drag down and left click. So I have created another rectangle by using polyline command. Now you will say, sir, what is the difference between line and polyline? You are using both the commands for drawing similar objects. Now there is the difference. So I will try to select this rectangle. So I have to click on all the entities, that is segments. Okay, and then I can able to select this rectangle. Now try to select this rectangle. In single click you can select this rectangle. It means polyline act as a single object and this line command act as a segments. Okay, this is the difference. Whenever you are creating drawings, if you want to create that whole object as a single entity, then you can use the polyline command. Okay, suppose I have to draw the layout of the shop floor or layout of the construction plan, then you can use this polyline command. Okay, this is the difference between these both lines, and this polyline will be used at the time of offsetting. I will show you how to use that offset as well. Okay, then next command is circle. Okay, there are 6 types of the circle: center radius, center diameter, 2.3 point, tan radius and tan. Okay, so according to the given inputs, you can use the type of the circle. Generally we got the input like center and radius or center and diameter, so these two are mostly used options. So I will use this center radius. So I have to select the center radius circle. Now I have to specify the center point. Okay, I have specified the point, center point, and then drag outside, and I have to specify the radius of that circle. Suppose it's a 50 mm radius circle, so I have specified 50 and press enter. So I have created this rectangle of circle of 50 mm. Similarly you can use for the diameter also. Just you have to specify the diameter of the circle. Now there is 2-point circle. Suppose I want to draw the circle passing through 2 points of this line. So I will select first point and this last point. Then you will get circle of diameter of that line automatically. Now 3-point. Now we have to define 3 points circle. So I will select this first point, this second point, and third point will be the quadrant of this circle. So circle passing through this 3-point is created. Now 3 tangent point and tan, 2 tangent point and radius is given, then you have to use this both options. We'll skip this options. If problem is there, we occur the problem of tan radius, that time we will cover these commands. So now center radius type and center diameter type is sufficient for us. Now arc and all these command we will cover afterwards. Now we'll see some modify commands. Okay, we will take this draw and modify simultaneously. So first command is erase. Okay, so to delete the object, you can use this erase. Select erase and select the entity and press enter. So I have erased that circle. Now we have trim command. Suppose you want to delete or trim unwanted object. Suppose I have to delete this much arc of this circle. So it is not possible by using the erase. Erase, delete all, hold the object. So we have next command trim. So select trim and now we have to select the cutting edge. So cutting edge is this vertical line. Then enter or right click and then select unwanted part of that circle. So you have deleted that unwanted arc portion of that circle by using trim command. So I will explain the shortcuts, some of the shortcuts within this 1.5 minutes. We have covered erase and trim in the modify and line, polyline and circle commands from the draw. Okay, now we'll see the shortcuts. Control A to select all, escape button to come out or cancel the command, then control C for the copy. Okay, after selection you can control C, you will be able to copy that object, then control V to paste that object. Okay, and then control Z is for undo, control Y is for redo, control P is for the printing. Okay, when you will use control P, then you will get an printing window. Okay, just meeting is ending, so you have to practice these 5 commands, that is line, polyline, circle and trim and erase. You do the practice till we will resume the meeting. Okay, immediately you have to join the meeting.